Starting off the most unique accounts, episode number 4 is the player Chichi. Chichi is currently an Abi Mauler peer with 186-1, 13 prayer, and 71 hit points. He's currently tied for the lowest level account with a Champion's Cape, sitting at just 47 combat. For those unaware, the Champion's Cape is available to players after defeating all 10 champions in the Champion's Challenge. Each champion can be fought by sacrificing its designated champion scroll, a 1 in 5,000 drop rate from its respective NPC. The 10 NPCs include the Imp, Goblin, Skeleton, Zombie, Giant, Hobgoblin, Ghoul, Earth Warrior, Jorg, and Lesser Demon. What's interesting about this particular unique account was that being the lowest level was more of an accident rather than intended. While Chichi's method involved using an ult to get down a portion of the NPC's HP, then finishing the majority of the kill on Chichi, the reason why he did it this way was to save time and make the grind go quicker. For the Jorg and Lesser Demon scrolls, he also used Venom on his ult to speed up the process even more. Throughout the whole grind, in no way was he trying to get the lowest level Champion's Cape, or he never would have done things like Barbarian Fishing to get 99 fishing, which got him a ton of unnecessary strength experience and combat levels in the process. Due to his combat level, a lot of people assumed he got really lucky with his RNG getting the champion scrolls. He says he maybe had just above average RNG, but with this strategy of having to only kill just over half of each NPC, it really did spare almost double the experience he would have got had he had done the whole kill on Chichi versus his ult. In total, the Champion's Cape ended up taking him approximately 300 hours. Chichi is also one of the lowest levels on the 1750 total level worlds, again just at 47 combat. He's got 1099s and also 3 pets, including the Rock Golem, Beaver Pet, and KS Ellie Pet. He's also been lucky enough to get the Golden Tench, a 1 in 20,000 drop rate from aerial fishing at Lake Mulch. Sick account, man, and best of luck finishing up those remaining non-combat 99s. Next on our countdown is a popular streamer, xzact. Roughly 5 months ago, after months of theory crafting and attempts, xzact achieved the Infernal Cape at level 50 combat, breaking the record for the lowest combat level account to have completed the Infernal. The prior record holder, Adwam, who was featured in Season 1, was 57 combat. With the username sub to Adwam, he pays tribute to the legend himself, who xzact credits as the inspiration to pursue this goal. Then, 4 months later, which was last month, xzact beat his own record again, this time at 46 combat with the username 9640. And no, I can't tell you the significance of this username. In total, each of these Infernal completions took over 9 hours each, with the final boss xzact taking over an hour alone. These Infernal Cape completions were a culmination of dozens of strategies, all combined into 2 successful runs on the 50 combat and 46 combat capes respectively. At any time during the xzact fight, or really during the entire attempt, one mistake or missed prayer could mean the end of the run. What makes the matter worse is after a handful of fails, xzact literally has to scrap the account because it's too high of combat and start a new account from scratch. Since his 50 and 46 combat Infernal Cape completions, xzact has created a stellar Infernal guide which contains a variety of strategies that provide a path to anyone who wants to get an Infernal Cape. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. Next on our countdown is the player NoQP By The Way. NoQP By The Way is a Snowflake Iron Man account that, as you guessed it, isn't allowed to do any quests in Old School RuneScape. After Morning's End Part 2 got the best of him on his hardcore Iron Man account, his hatred for quests inspired him to create the NoQP By The Way account with the sole purpose to never do quests anymore. Since quests are a huge component of the game as they unlock new armor, weapons in different areas around Gielinor and Zeah, the idea of avoiding quests seems counterintuitive. But after hours of doing research on what the account's limitations would be, as well as what the gameplay style would actually look like, such as where to get potions, how to train early stats since questing is typically the common route, and the account's end goals, NoQP By The Way figured the account could be extremely enjoyable and rewarding. So far, he's accomplished an untrimmed 99 attack cape and is over 1800 total level. He's getting closer to his second 99 on the account, sitting at 98 hit points. He's also achieved the KS Elemental and Kraken pets. Some very good drops he's received include the Dragon Pickaxe, a Dark Bow from the Catacombs of Korend, all Onyx jewelry including the Amulet of Fury, Berserker necklace, Region bracelet, and the Ring of Stone. One of NoQP By The Way's biggest achievements to date is the coveted Fire Cape, what is a relatively simple achievement on any account that is allowed to do quests. An account without the ability of doing them is a different story. Since he can't train Herbler, the Druidic Ritual quest starts that skill, he had to formulate a strategy to get prayer potions. The best option he developed was grinding 72 Slayer for 6 months, which unlocks Skeletal Wyverns. Skeletal Wyverns uncommonly drop 2 prayer potion 4s. Only 3,000 Skeletal Wyverns later, and NoQP By The Way was ready to tackle the Fire Cape, only with a full inventory of food and prayer potions rather than the typical ranged pots, Ceradome Brews, and Super Restore setup. And maybe just a little bit more pressure because, well, if he failed, then he's going to have to go back to Skeletal Wyverns for another 3,000 kills. All in all, the account's limitations are insane and definitely worthy of a feature. NoQP By The Way's future short-term goals include getting raids drops in 99 ranged for the free Ava's Accumulator Range Cape perk. His long-term goal is to completely max the account, with obviously keeping his limitations in mind. NoQP By The Way is a YouTuber, so if you are interested in learning more about his account or watching his series, the link to that is down below in the description. Next on our countdown is the player Berserker. Berserker is among the most perfect accounts I think I've ever seen in old school RuneScape. For starters, wow, what an unreal name. How do you get a name like that? I've always wondered that. Anyways, he's a completely maxed 75 attack Zerker peer with 2,155 total level and over 750 million total experience. He's got 176 million range experience, 106 million hit points experience, 70 million strength experience, and over 48 million Slayer experience. Damn! 48 million Slayer experience on a 45 defense account? I promise you, you do not see that every day. Berserker is an unbelievable PVMer boasting of the ability of doing solo raids on his peer. He's over 625 raids kill count and has soloed multiple Dragon Hunter crossbows, multiple Dexterous prayer scrolls, the Dragon Claws, and even, well, you guessed it, the famous, coveted, Twisted Bow. If that isn't enough to convince you that this account is a real deal, how about the fact that he soloed over 11k Zambi God Wars kills for the pet? Oh, and he made a measly 700 mil in the process, including his 400 mil tab shown here, which was included in his final 6,500 kills or so. Now that the pet discussion is out of the bag, here's the real kicker on this account. He has 33 of 45 pets at just 45 defense. That's absolutely incredible. Berserker started his pet hunting back in 2015 with the Calphite Queen pet. This was the pre-Dragon Warhammer days and also the pre-Berserker days when he was just named Google's PKer. Literally, man, Google hired him to PK noobs, dude. I can't make this shit up. Look at his name. Real talk though, 30 Dragon Chain Bodies, 222 Magic Seeds, over 7k magic logs? Holy hell, if that didn't inspire him to do other pets, I don't know what would. Berserker's future goals include finishing the remaining 11 pets. Although there's 45 pets, he can only technically get 44 of them, since the Chompy requires Western Province's Diaries, which in turn requires 100 combat. The final player that will be featured in episode number 4 is the player B5. B5 was the first level 3 skiller to reach level 80 Slayer and currently sits rank 1 for Slayer amongst all level 3 accounts with 81 Slayer. B5 has been involved in the level 3 skilling scene since 2011. He likes the level 3 build as it's the most limited kind of build in game. It's always offering new challenges that are fun for him to take on. B5 has achieved his Slayer levels through partner slaying. Partner slaying allows players like B5 to essentially overcome the 100 combat requirement to use Duradel. By using an alternate account that is over 100 combat, B5 can get high weighted tasks such as Black Demons. Once he has a particular task, his Slayer method involves using the alternate account to venom the monsters down to almost no health before quickly hitting a 0 with flowers on B5. This will grant both accounts half the Slayer experience for that monster. B5 uses flowers, flippers, and a Berserker necklace which gets him down to negative 62 crush bonus. This gives him a 0.07% chance to actually hit the monsters. If he was negative 64 crush bonus, he wouldn't hit monsters at all, but unfortunately at negative 62, he is gaining marginal combat experience. B5 is calculated everything out, and the day he hits 99 Slayer, he should still be level 3 combat and level 1 in all melee stats. He thinks he can get up to 18 million Slayer experience before getting level 2 in a melee stat. He did say though, however, that if his RNG isn't in his favor and he hits too many ones along this journey, he has an alternate method that doesn't gain him combat experience at all. However, this method is slower and more tedious than the method he's currently using, which comes out to 8k Slayer experience per hour. Other than having the highest Slayer level for a level 3 combat account, B5 also has a KSLE pet. It took him 407 kill count and he averaged about 7 kills per hour in the process. He's also successfully killed the Corporal Beast, Calfight Queen, and King Black Dragon as well on his account. B5's long-term goal is to become the first player to truly max a level 3 account, which comes out to 1600 total level. He also wants to get more pets of course, and is currently working on the mole pet. Damn, I know I've been gone for 5 months, but it feels so good to be back. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Almost at 30,000 subscribers, and despite taking 5 months off, 30,000 subscribers was my goal entering 2019, so I think I can still get there. Anyways, we'll see you soon, and I promise, take it easy. Peace.